is your news anchor with the last update to ongoing food situation in our regions. As you may already know, heavy rains and rising water levels have caused widespread flooding in several areas, resulting in significant damage and loss of life. Now, let's go to our reporter on the ground, who has been closely following the food situation in one of the first affected areas. Over to you, Shalma. What can you tell us about the current situation and how are the residents coping with this?
Now, I am already in one of the houses of the residents of Simalagi village, Salakau district, which was hit by a flood, namely with Mr. Fahran and Mrs. Winny. Good afternoon, Miss. Sir, I am from PGTV. Could you have a moment for us to interview you?
Good afternoon, of course, please.
Previously, I am sorry about the disaster that has befallen your house and the villagers here. Can you tell me the chronology of this flood?
This disaster began with continuous rain and strong wind for the past 2 days. High water discharge and rainfall then caused flooding to come at night on Bay. At that time, the water began to slowly enter the village and got deep. However, after that, the water continued to rise very quickly. I witnessed the flood that began to grow, immediately saved valuables to high ground. After that, I ordered my family to evacuate to our relative house, which was not affected by the flood, while I'm still at home and at the top of the house that I made for shelter.
So, approximately how many meters was the water level that night?
Very tall, about an otherwise on or even more.
So, were there any casualties caused by this disaster?
As far as I know, there were no casualties because at the time, the villagers were quick to respond in anticipation of the disaster. Most of the residents saved their belongings first and then took the food in their relative house, which was silver. There are even some residents who choose to live in Moscow.
So, what is your reason for choosing to live here with the flood condition like this?
I choose to live here because I don't want to leave the house in this condition. Besides that, I can take care of us still in the house.
Then, how much loss did you and your family experience as a result of this flood?
I can confirm the loss that I experienced. Of course, I could not work as usual. Damage to agriculture, when many livestock dead, and damage to furniture. But even so, I'm still grateful because my family was still given safety from this disaster.
Has there been any concert action from the government regarding this disaster?
Thank God that the government is responsible.
In your opinion, is this refugee camp adequate and how is the service?
If you say it's appropriate or not, this place is quite adequate. It's just that it still lacks a number of facilities such as toilets and beds. Currently, one tent is occupied by 5 to 7 heads of households, so it is less spacious. The service is quite good. We get treatment and food 3 times a day. All of this was carried out by the puskemas and volunteers who help.
What do you expect from the current government?
Right now, we need help in the form of staples, clothes, medicines, and blankets. Therefore, I hope for help and helping hands from the government and volunteers.
Alright, thank you for your time and information. Hopefully this flood will end soon so that you and the other villagers can do their activities as usual again. Hopefully the government quickly responds and provide assistance to the residents. Thank you.
Now, we're going to connect PMKG to find out more information about flooding. Professor Metha, can you explain about flooding? What is flooding and what are the causes of it?
Flood is an overflow of water that soaks of covered land. Floods are the most frequent type of natural disaster worldwide. It can be caused by several things, literally and from the effect of human behavior. The most common cause is because of the overcapacity of the body of water or EZ, river of lake. As a result, some of the water flows outside of the body of water. It can also usher in river when the stream of the river is so high that it flows right out of the river's channel. A flood from sea might be caused by a heavy storm, a high tide, a tsunami, or a combination of the three. There are several types of flood. Periodic floods occur naturally when the river forming an area known as the floodplain. These river floods usually result from heavy rain, sometimes combined with melting snow. While south the river the overflow displays of flood that river and lake frequently with little of no adventure or need to tell it of lake flood.